State of Michigan, 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins presiding. While court is in session, there will be no smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, and or laying down. I will ask that if you have on any hats or hoodies, that you please remove them unless due to religious purposes. Thank you, everyone. Good morning to the judge. Good morning to everyone.
Thank you, confirmation. You'll email them to me. Oh, thank you. Always, Officer.
It's not to say officer.
Yeah, no. Okay, good morning to everyone. What I'm trying to do is get you out fast and efficiently as possible. And I'm going to try to get you out in the order that you came in. I have everybody's order that they came in. First, I'm going to talk to Arian, counselor. Good morning to you. That's not. You unmute yourself, please.
Yeah. Hi, and good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court. My name is Greg Mortimer. I'm standing in for Marie Garian. Couldn't be here today.
Very well. What is the client's name?
She represents a man named Kola Gonai. It's G-J-O-N-A.
So here's how that works. I have it. So here's how that works. It's set to start at 8:30. I give the officers a half-hour grace period. If the officer doesn't show, then of course, I'm sure you know what to do, counselor. If the officer does show, I'll put you in a breakout room with one of the city attorneys to see if you can pre-try the case, and then we'll go from there, all right?
Okay, great. Shall I log off and then log back on?
That's your choice.
Okay, yeah, I'll log back in at 9.
Okay, very well. Have a good day. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
Yes.
I have Officer Osmond on the phone for Gilbert. He said Gilbert has valid license.
Okay, tell Ms. Mason.
Okay, all right, Ms. Mason.
Yeah.
Gilbert is on the phone. I mean, not, excuse me, for Gilbert, Osmond is on the phone. He's gonna dismiss it if the defendant has valid license.
It's client Gilbert?
Yes, for trial.
Okay. I'll let you get down.
You're welcome.
Let's go ahead and get started. City of Detroit, are we ready? Ms. Williams, City of Detroit versus Brittany Laura Owens, case numbers SP 1602849, counts 1. And we'll include count 2 on that as well. Appearance for the record, please.
Hello. Your Honor, Pauline Sorokin, on behalf of Brittany Owens.
Ms. Owens, can you state your name? Good morning to you. Can you state your name for the record, please?
You have to unmute, ma'am.
Unmute. I'm gonna send her the prompt.
My name's Brittany Laura Owens.
Good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for, I believe it's a show cause. Go ahead, Counselor.
Your Honor, at this time, waive the formal reading the information, stand mute to the charges.
Enter a not guilty plea on client's behalf, give your client a $0 bond. Here's one for you, Miss Mason. FTD, and dismiss she has a 21 to 25 over that's in default.
1 to 5.
1 to 5. FTD, $240 fine. It will abstract.
Over there off of
It will abstract to the Secretary of State, therefore, but it won't carry any points. I'm gonna need you to, the 1 to 5 is abstractable. It carries 1 point. You're in a position where it appears your driver's license may be revoked. This will have some sort of implication on that, I'm sure. But I'm going to let you speak with the attorney. That I'm not even going to fine you for the 1 to 5, ma'am. I'm going to let you speak to Ms. Soroka. You have an absolute right to a trial, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Join the room, please. City of Detroit, let's pass that matter. It's the City of Detroit versus Michael Anthony Gregory, case number SP 1600693, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gregory.
Michael Anthony Gregory.
All right, today is the, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. The offer today is Ms. Mason. Bottom of page of 835, Michael Anthony Gregory, park closed, indecent exposure, and equipment violation.
Park closed, dismissed, indecent exposure, no offer, improper equipment, no offer.
I'm only gonna find you one, just on the indecent exposure, engage in indecent obscene conduct. $240, sir. Is there gonna be a delay on that or no, or not?
No delay on that one, no offer, just straight.
There'll be a misdemeanor on your record. You have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with, Mr. Berry, okay? Right. All right, Mr. Tell, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Who do we have?
We have Rashawn Green. Is he checked in?
Mr. Green, I don't believe is checked in. Let me see
Okay.
who's on this 1+ CPH Nord.
That's me, Your Honor.
Yeah, what's good morning? What's your name?
Raymond Lasowski.
Raymond Lasowski. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
No, Green, Lasowski, you are trial date. We're going to give the officer a half-hour grace period. And the officer doesn't show, we'll get you out of here. If the officer does show, we'll get you in with an attorney and have a conversation, right?
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Right now, any other retained? Oh, Mr. Andrews, good morning to you. Who's your client?
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you doing today, to you and your staff?
Very well.
Excellent. My client is Miss Kayla Goddard. More than likely, we're just going to set dates on this, Your Honor. We still have to try and work this matter out for what my client is seeking. So we can just set some dates for, I guess, trial dates.
Goddard, obviously you've been in contact with your client.
Yes, I've been in contact with my client. I do not see her on here at the moment. I did reach out to her, let her know that we are in the recording. But for the sake of maybe just setting the date, Your Honor, I would ask this most honorable court to waive her presence just for this purpose.
City of Detroit versus Kayla Marquita Goddard, case number 227461791, 227461811. Appearance for the record, please.
Well, good morning, Your Honor, to you and your staff. Justin Andrews on behalf of Ms. Kayla Goddard.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. As for your client's presence, counselor.
Yes, Your Honor, I ask this most honorable court to waive my client's presence for the purpose of this proceeding.
All right, and you're retained for this, and you've been in touch with your client for the record, right?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, what we'll do, and you're just here on a trial date. I'm going to give you a trial date of let's say November the 22nd. Trial okay. November 22nd, 2024 at 9 a.m. All right, counselor?
All right, that sounds great, Your Honor. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that.
Oh, P number, Mr. Andrews, Counselor Andrews.
Pardon me, it's 81445.
All right, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a great day to you and your staff.
All right, you will, you as well.
Miss Owens is ready, Your Honor.
All right. Let's go back on the record for Miss Brittany Owens. Miss Owens, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, at this time, she's continuing her plea not guilty, requesting a bench trial date.
All right, now here's the deal on the trial dates and stuff. If she wants if she wants some discovery, whether she's going to be retained, whether she's going to need a appointed attorney, or if she's just going to go with the attorney on that date, we need to make the city aware of that 21 days. So if you want to make the city aware of that, we're going to need to either send an email to the city or have Ms. Mason is here now. She can mark the file that the discovery is to be requested. So that's what we're going to do moving forward, because what we found was we're getting a lot of these matters going to trial, and on the date of trial, then either the discovery request is made then, or there's an issue of discovery not have already been made and not being there, and nobody has really any further information. So we're going to make sure we're going to either get the discovery right now and request it, or and then send it to Ms. Owens if she's not represented. But they need to have something to send that, or they just mark the file that the discovery be available on the date of trial. So,
Your Honor, why don't we, on second thought, it's possible to do a pre-trial. She's going to attend Road to Restoration. So, that's a pretty quick trial date you were suggesting.
okay. All right. What's pre-trial will be October the 31st, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. That'll give you an opportunity to attend road, attending restoration.
For the record, Your Honor, D.A. Chief of Mason, City of Detroit 43471, would you want the city to make note of any kind of, are they requesting any discovery at this time?
They have not requested at this time. Let's just make the discovery request now. Let's make sure the discovery is available. I'm marking the file the discovery requested discovery on 9/12/2024, and make sure it's available by the next court date. That's well within the 21 days, past the 21 days.
Who do you want me to send it to, Your Honor?
Let's just make sure it's available. So if on that day is a pre-trial date, if Ms. Owens doesn't come in with her own attorney, we'll send it straight to her. All right? And basically, because of the nature of the allegation, well, just driving my license report, it's not like it's reckless, but I don't know what much discovery is going to be available, but let's do that. All right, Ms. Owens, you understand what's going on, ma'am?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to give you an opportunity, give you a pre-trial that'll give you an opportunity to see what you can do about the license, and come on back on October 31st, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. If there's nothing further, best of luck to you. Have a very good day, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
Thank you. This is the City of Detroit versus Nathan Leo Lotta, case number SP 1606893, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, I'm Nathaniel Leolata.
Nathaniel, all right. Good morning to you. Appearance for Soroki for the record.
Pauline Soroki on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
All right, this is the same essentially the same type of allegation, the revoke and the running the red light or failure to stop at a stop sign. Offer Ms. Mason.
Can I?
That is 1 point.
All right, one to 5 on the failure to stop at a stop sign.
FTD on the revoke.
And the FTD on the revoke. You have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Ms. Soroki, have a conversation with her and let us know what you want to do when you come out. And basically everything you've heard from Ms. Owens is gonna apply to everyone as you as well. All right,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Lotta? All right, well. Join the room,
I
please.
gave you, I wrote up all the offers.
All right, Mr. Berry, are we ready? Let's pass that matter. Mr. Berry, are we ready on Gregory?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gregory. Mr. Gregory, I've given you an opportunity to speak with counsel. And counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a trial date and the appointment of counsel.
That's what you want to do, Mr. Gregory?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Right. I need a good phone number from you, please.
313-346-6197.
I'm gonna set a pretrial date. This date is set so that we know that you've got that counsel and you've talked to that counsel. What I need you to do is answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. Other than that, the next date is going to be October 31st, 2024. You need to answer the calls you don't recognize. If the attorney does not get in contact with you on the date of October 31st, then we will basically get an attorney appointed to you on the spot, all right?
Okay.
If there's nothing further, have a very good day and best of luck to you, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. This is the City of Detroit versus Jamar Damian Gully. Case numbers SP 1602914, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gully.
Jamar Damian Gully.
Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for pre-trial. Offer as it stands right now, Mr. Gully, is failure to display, $240 fine, dismiss the other accounts, and that will abstract to the Secretary of State. However, it won't carry any points. Do you have a valid driver's license, sir?
Yes.
Run this driver's license, please, Mr. Gully.
I'm sorry, what you said?
If the driver's license is valid, we'll amend the offer to the equipment violation, a $120 fine that will not abstract. It won't carry any points. It's almost akin to an expensive parking ticket the way the court sees it, all right?
Okay.
All right, the license is valid. So you want to take that deal, sir, improper equipment, $120.
You said 120?
Yeah, if you want to take the deal.
Okay.
You want to take it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea counselor in the client's behalf.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
Yes, Your Honor. So stipulated.
I find your client responsible as charged for the equipment violation, $120. When can you pay it, sir?
I can pay it Friday, tomorrow.
I pay it, I'll give you till Monday to get it in here. Make sure it's paid by 9/16/2024. I always say pay it at any div that kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that div that app to your phone or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. Mr. Gully. If there's nothing further, you have until 16th to make sure that payment is made. Have a very good day. That's what you do, right?
All right, thank you, you too.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Anna J. Alexis Gutierrez. Did I get that pronunciation correct?
You were close, Your Honor. Anaje Alexis Gutierrez.
Okay, Anaje, I'm good morning to you. Sorry about the mispronunciation, ma'am.
It's okay. Good morning.
Good morning. City of Detroit versus Anaje Alexis Gutierrez. Case numbers SP 1121114, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Anaje Gutierrez.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki on behalf of Ms. Gutierrez.
All right, I think that would be Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Ms. Gutierrez. Please state your full name, Ms. Gutierrez.
Anaje Alexis Gutierrez.
All right, today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Go ahead, Counselor.
Your Honor, we would, my client would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
We'll enter a not guilty plea in client's behalf. Client a $0 bond. The offer as it stands right now, Ms. Gutierrez, is the city is willing to resolve it with a drag racing for the leaving the scene of a property damage accident and dismissing the other cases. You have an absolute right to a trial, ma'am. That drag racing carries 4 points on your license, a $240 fine. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry, have a conversation with him. Let us know what you wanna do when you come out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so right now it's 9:02. I think the only officer that was here at 9 o'clock was, I think your officer was late.
How you doing, sir? This is Officer Thompson. I'm in here as well.
Very well. Good morning to you, Officer Tom.
Good morning, sir.
I didn't quite look at that time. City of Detroit versus Kola Goishai. I think I'm pronouncing it. Case number SP 161-32691. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, my name is Greg Mortimer. I'm standing in for Marie Garian on that file.
What is your
I understand. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 50972.
Hey, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. That officer was not that officer I was thinking of. It's not. Jay Martin, is Officer Jay Martin here? Jay Martin, Officer Jay Martin. I have not put any officers in the breakout room and not hearing any response. It is now 9:04. Go ahead, Counselor. Oh, about your client's presence. Let's deal with that first.
Pardon me?
About your client's presence.
Oh, we'll waive his presence, Your Honor.
You retain counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have authority to enter into any agreement on his behalf?
I do, Your Honor.
I'm going to grant that motion to waive the presence. Go ahead, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Given the fact that the officer is not present, I would ask the court dismiss this charge.
Officer Jay Martin again. Hearing no response, I'm going to grant the motion to dismiss, Counselor. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
And you, Your Honor. Everyone enjoy the day.
All right, thank you. All right, good morning, Ms. Villarreal.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I think your client, what's your client's name?
I have two this morning, Your Honor. The first is Brian Josue Mancia Lopez, and the other is Pedro Francisco Chuperez.
I don't hear that. Good morning, Mr. Malafat.
Good morning, Your Honor. I just dropped in the chat, but I had to check in and finish in another courtroom, but I will be back in 10 to 15 minutes on Leslie Gray, Your Honor.
Very well. I don't think Leslie Gray has showed up yet, though.
Well, I'll make a point of trying to give her a call, make sure that she gets here.
Very well.
Thank you, sir.
All right, where are we? Any more retained lawyers in here? All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Gucci. Was that Lotta, Mr. Lotta? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lotta. Mr. Lotta, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Lott is requesting a pretrial date.
All right, is that what you want to do, Mr. Lotta?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's give you a pretrial date of October 31st, 2024 at 8:30 a.m., all right?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Lotta, we did call Lotta, didn't we?
Yes.
You did, Your Honor.
Did you not get it? This is City of Detroit versus Nathaniel.
Oh, I have it.
Yeah, I missed his name. All right, very well. October 31st, Mr. Lotta, best of luck to you on that.
I'm sorry, what was the time? What was the time again? I didn't hear the time.
8:30.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
All right. This is Grantham. Timothy Ray Grantham.
Yes.
All right, good morning to you, sir. This is the City of Detroit versus Timothy Ray Grantham. Case numbers 1606120, counts 1 and counts 2, and that's SP 161-75811. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki, we have Mr. Grantham.
Mr. Grantham, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Tommy Ray Grantham.
What did I say?
Timothy.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Today is the date time set for a pretrial. He does have a civil infraction that's in default. I'm not opposed to set that default aside. It's more recent. It's a disregarding a traffic control device. The offer as it stands right now. Do you have valid registration and insurance, Mr. Grant?
I have the title. I don't have any insurance just yet.
The offer as it stands right now is improper plate, $240 fine will dismiss upon payment. You have an absolute right to a trial that doesn't carry any points, it doesn't have any abstraction, and will dismiss upon payment. You have an absolute right to a trial, Mr. Grantham. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Ms. Soroki, okay?
Yes, sir.
Ready as to Ms. Gutierrez, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record. Let's go past that matter. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gutierrez. Ms. Gutierrez. And she wrote the numbers for you.
Do what you gotta do.
All right.
Can I get a docket though?
Ms. Gutierrez, I've given you an opportunity. Hold on one second. Let me pause.
You already know I am.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gutierrez. My apologies. Today is I'll give you an opportunity, Mr. Gutierrez, to counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a trial and the appointment of counsel.
That's what you want to do, Ms. Gutierrez?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what I want to do is, I need a good phone number from you, please.
313-333-0168.
That's not a hard number to remember, huh?
No, they think I'm a bill collector when I call.
I'm going to set a pre-trial date for October 31st. And what I need you to do in the meantime is I need you to answer those calls that you think may be a bill collector or a spam. I don't know if you have more details, but spam, because one of those calls should be that appointed attorney. It's amazing how these companies have gotten to the point where they're giving out 313 numbers as if they're in the city and you know them. It's amazing what they can get away with. But at the end of the day, that's where we're at. But I need you to answer those calls because one of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If you don't have the attorney by the 31st, we're going to get one appointed to you on the spot. Okay? So if nothing further, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one, Your Honor.
You too. Who is Jay Watt? Oh, that's the officer. That's the officer.
John Wyatt, Your Honor.
Wyatt. Jay Wyatt. Okay, good. All right. Let's go with Ms. Villarule. Ms. Villarule, can you state your name for the record and your qualifications, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Evelyn Villarule, certified court interpreter number C3822.
And can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth? Strike that. Do you swear or affirm that you will truly, accurately, and impartially interpret in the manner now before the court not divulge confidential communication, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
And do you swear or affirm that to the best of your ability, you'll interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Very well. This is the city of Detroit versus. They were here, Ms. Villarule. I don't see them here now.
I see Brian
Josue. This is the city of Detroit versus Brian Jesus Mancia Lopez. I hope I pronounced that right. And this is the state of Michigan versus Brian Jesus Mancia Lopez. Case number SX4413027. Counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Llamamos el caso de la ciudad de Detroit y también el estado de Michigan versus Brian Josué Mancia López. Números de caso SX 4413027. Cargos 1, 2 y 3. Que todos digan sus nombres para que consten en el acta.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lopez.
Soy Elwood S. Berry Jr. representando al acusado. Usted diga su nombre completo, señor Mancia López.
Brian Mancia López.
Brian Mancia Lopez.
Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. The offer as it stands right now.
Así es el día y es la hora para tener la consulta previa al juicio y la oferta que tenemos en este momento es la siguiente.
Is a failure to display $240 fine. You have an absolute right to a trial. And I'm going to put you in a breakout room to speak with counsel. You let us know what you want to do when you come out. All right, Mr. Lopez?
Señor López, lo vamos a pasar a una sala privada de consulta. Cuando vea la invitación que dice join o unirse, toque ahí para pasar y hablar de la oferta de resolución. Gracias.
Okay, let's pass that matter. Let's go back on the record. Oh, they're back in the breakout room. or Williams at 366. Williams at 366. They signed in from the city of Detroit. I don't see that person. All right. Tosowski, you will be up next. Mark Lane here, he is.
Yes, I'm here.
This is the city of Detroit. I lied, Mr. Lasowski. This is the city of Detroit versus Mark Lane. Case numbers SP 11307622, Z8085601. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dennis Whitey, P79560, on behalf of Mr. Lane.
Mr. Lane, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Judge. Mark Lane.
The date is the date and time set for a pretrial. What about testing?
I've been going every week.
How has that been going?
I've been going once a week, every week.
He missed that. He missed that other question. That was where are you, Mr. Lane?
Where am I right now?
Oh, there you go. How is the testing going? Let's get probation down here to see what the test results look like. All right. What's gonna happen?
Just on behalf of me, I'm about to walk into a trial, so I'll check back in later as soon as I get a break.
No. What's gonna happen with this case?
We're just gonna set it for bench trial.
All right, we're gonna set it for a bench trial. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna review the testing, like Mr. Lane says. If we have an issue, we're gonna get you back in here ASAP. All right, Mr. Lane?
Yep. All right, and yes, I've passed every single test I've taken.
Okay, that's the answer I wanted to hear. You didn't give that answer at first.
Oh, I didn't.
11/22/2024 at 9 a.m., okay?
Judge, I'm actually in a trial that day. Do you have anything the next week? 25, 26, or 27?
Yeah, I think it's all open then. 11/25.
Okay, 11:25 for bench trial. Thank you.
Let's make sure. Is 11:25 open?
Yes, it's good.
11:25. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Yeah. Hey, probation. All right, Mr. Lane, have a very good day. Be safe, all right?
All right, you too.
All right. Just let me know what that email and ask them what the results are. All right, let's Zowski is gonna be up. And I'm pretty sure we're not gonna have anybody. Anybody ready? All right, we're waiting on the lawyer. The officer is here. We got more officers than we do. Mr. Patel, you have green, is that what you said?
Yes, Your Honor. Rashawn Green.
Is Rashawn Green here? Okay, hearing no response, we'll still be waiting. Mr. Gilbert brought almost the whole Detroit Police Department out. Okay, Mr. Lasowski, do you have stable housing, sir?
Yes, I do now. At the time of the incident, I was homeless.
Right, that's what it basically says here.
Your Honor, I'm happy to speak with Mr. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lasowski. He indicates he has housing. You want to speak with Mr. Patel, and he represents does a very good job of making sure that people have and can continue to have stable housing and things like that. He's got a lot of resources at his disposal. You want to speak to him, or are you okay?
I'm okay, Your Honor. I have my own I got my own apartment now, and I'm working. At the time, I was homeless, but I ended up moving out to Clarkston area and getting a good job and getting everything together, Your Honor.
Very well. I just when I see those I know there's a lot of people going into structures and they really are pillaging off of them and stuff like that. But most of the time, I think of people are going in there that do not have stable housing. And quite frankly, if I didn't have stable housing, that's probably where I would go to seek some shelter too. So I want to make sure that that the resources, if we can, get you the resources that we have at our disposal.
Could I see Mr. Hill in 4?
I don't know if Mr. Hill has showed up yet. Okay,
Mason, is Mason available?
No, Mason, not yet. I pulled them out of the breakout room. If that's what you're doing, go back to the breakout room, please, if you're waiting to see an attorney. Miss Villaroo, can you have Mr. Lopez and yourself go ahead back in the waiting room, and we will get Mr. Berry wants to speak with a lawyer about this case.
Yes.
So
Señor
we're
López.
waiting for lawyers to come around.
Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Señor López, necesitamos regresar ahora de nuevo a la sala de espera donde nos tenían. Por favor, toque la pantalla cuando vea la invitación para pasar, ¿ok?
Okay.
I'm sorry for interrupting. I'm also waiting on Ms. Mason.
Okay. So we're probably pretty much at a standstill for the cases that we have, and that includes Mr. Lasowski, because I want to make sure that the officer is here. I want to make sure that that the city knows that that was what was going on, and that gives them an opportunity to, if they choose to adjust their offer, it's on them on how they want to resolve the case, but I at least want them to know that would be pertinent information for me, that you were dealing with homelessness at the time. All right. So I lied again. Put it that way. That's the short story. You won't be called next. All right. We're gonna go ahead down to Gunyon. Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself. Give me the correct pronunciation of your name. And you think I would be able to pronounce that? It's not a. Good morning to you. I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself. Oakland. All right, I don't know if you're seeing that. JT Asia. I get the pronunciation correct? You have to unmute yourself, ma'am. All right, she's not responding. 313-879-8834. Good morning to you. What's your name, please?
Andre Lane.
Lane. Good morning to you, Mr. Lane.
Good morning to you too.
Andre Lane, we have Rule here and we have Officer Hill here. Date is the date and time set for a trial.
Okay.
See what the city has offered you. City of Detroit versus Andre Lee Lane, case number SP133-47861, SP1574589, and SP133-47862. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Sorokin, behalf of Mr. Lane.
Mr. Lane, please state your name for the record, please.
Andre Lee Lane.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial date. Officer William Hill, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Police Officer William Hill, Detroit Police Department, badge 3756.
Good morning to you. And Officer Corporal Rule, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Corporal Rule, badge 3896, Detroit Police.
It's probably a record for me, huh, Corporal Rule, getting you called this early.
Right.
Let's see. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Let's see the offer. We have Ms. Sorokin, we have Attorney Hill that's assigned here.
Okay.
Attorney. So it's offer a 6-month delayed on the open alcohol and the motor vehicle passenger, dismissing the other 2 cases. That 6-month delay will dismiss the case if you do not get in any trouble like that again in 6 months. But keep in mind, the 2 points on your license are still going to be there, and there's going to be a $240 fine. You have an absolute right to a trial. If I know it's a long line of they're waiting on a city attorney. If the city wants, your attorney wants to speak with that attorney, you're going to have to wait a few minutes. But you did summons them to court. Okay, I'll put you in a breakout room. I guess we can go to 5 for Mr. Lane.
Yes.
Your Honor, you indicated he had counsel, correct?
The city is here now. You say that again?
You indicated the last gentleman has counsel for the trial, correct?
No, the last gentleman doesn't. We're just making sure that the city knows. The city is here now, and okay. So what I'll do is, Mr. Lane is in the breakout room. You can go to the breakout room, both of you, to speak to the city. So good morning, Mr. Hill. So we have Lane up now, and I'm going to call Lasowski. The city of Detroit, let's pass Lane. City of Detroit versus Raymond Earl John Lasowski II, case number SP143609141. Mr. Berry, appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lasowski.
Raymond Earl John Lasowski II.
And then Officer D. Padina. Good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Dennis Podina, Detroit Police Department.
All right, badge number?
4004.
Very well. Good morning to you. All right, for Mr. Lasowski, it's indicated that he indicated to the court at the time he got this ticket. He was homeless. There were notes on the ticket that suggested that may be true. It indicated in the notes that it was squatting. So we'll pass the matter. I'm gonna and Mr. Hill, I want, if you need the breakout room for the officers, you can put the officers in 1. The breakout room for the attorneys will be 4. So I'm going to put you in 4 right now to have a discussion with each one of the attorneys. And then we'll go from there, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate your patience. I'll meet with all the attorney or officers in 1 as soon as I'm done speaking to the
So I
attorney.
think they have 2 cases apiece to talk to you about. And Mr. Lane, I'm going to put you in 5. You wait on Miss Soroki, okay?
Okay.
All right, we're at a standstill again, unless we have another lawyer that's it's green here. Here's an iPhone 2. Let's see who this is. So all right, on the iPhone I just led in the room, can you state your name, please, and turn your camera on? Unmute yourself and turn your camera on, state your name.
Solani Jackson.
Ms. Jackson, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, are you sure you're supposed to be here?
That's what it said on the ticket that I received. It
Oh,
said
right.
join Zoom meeting, Perkins.
That would be me. 36th District Court?
Yes.
All right. Jackson. And
They
spell
say
your first name.
TULANI.
All right. Your stuff, 8389.
Yes.
Your stuff is in warrant status. That's why you're not on the docket today. We will get you heard and get you another day. All right.
Okay.
Sit tight. All right, Miss O'Gwen.
Yes, sir.
Very well. We'll call you next. We'll call you next. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Miss Bates. Good morning to you.
Morning, Your Honor.
Who's your client?
Marcus Grayson.
Grayson?
Yes.
All right, I don't think that Mr. Grayson has showed.
Okay, let me make a phone call. Maybe he forgot. I'm gonna just be on standby. Thank you.
Well, I don't know if there's a Grayson on my docket at all.
Oh.
All right, let's see. I don't see a Grayson on there. So spell it, is that G-A-R or E-Y?
It is Grayson.
And Marcus?
Yes.
That is, you're 2 months early. That's 11/12/2024.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Judge. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I must have just came in to say hello.
There you go. Have a great day. Good to see you always anyway. All right.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Officer Martin, good morning to you. Your case was called. We have a half-hour grace period. It was set for 8:30, formal hearing for Bojai, and the attorney made the motion I granted to dismiss, okay? Officer Martin still here?
Sorry about that, sir. Yeah, good morning. Not a problem. Can you give me the case number? Because the only subpoena I received today was for courtroom 220.
Okay, 220. The case number was SP 16132691.
Yeah, I have that, and that's for 220 today. That's what my subpoena says, is courtroom 220. My apologies.
No reason to apologize. That's just for your future references, that we give a half-hour grace period from the start of it, and it has on the top of he's at the top of my list today, 8:30.
Not a problem, sir. I'm going to go ahead and reissue that ticket and take care of it. Thank you.
Be safe out there. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Where are we? All right, we're still waiting on the lawyer, so.
Your Honor, if I may speak a little bit about Mr. Green, and then we can decide what to do with that matter.
Okay, go ahead.
So he is a participant in Street Outreach Court, Detroit. He was a referral from Your Honor. We lost touch with him about maybe a month ago, and this was as a transition out of halfway house. I actually just texted him this morning, and he responded with a half text. My apologies, my phone keep. And then that's all that came from that text just like a minute ago. But there are he was making solid progress. He completed discharge from parole. It's just it's kind of lost touch during the transition out of transitional housing. But this is a good sign that he reconnected, or that we were able to reconnect with him just today. So hopefully we're able to do that. I'm not sure if he'll have a phone capacity to come into Zoom today, but if Your Honor is willing and the prosecutor, then we'd ask for just another, I would say like another 90-day adjournment so that he can finish the program. We can reconnect and finish the last remaining items in his action plan.
City of Detroit versus Rashawn Lamont Green, case number SP 1194712, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1194722, counts 1, SP 1279185, counts 1, 2, SP 1298802, counts 1, SP 1381187, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Jayesh Patel, P number 65385 for Mr. Rashawn Green. Mr. Rashawn Green is unable to appear because his phone appears to be damaged. We ask that the court waive his appearance today.
All right, I'm going to waive his appearance off the record. You indicated that he is a participant of Street Outreach Court, that you have had contact with him, but had lost contact with him for a while. He is a returning citizen from a correctional institution, and that you had reached out to him this morning. He did respond to you, and that he is still dealing with some issues with his phone. I find that good cause to grant your motion for waiving his presence. And what I'm going to do, why don't we do this? Why don't we reconnect on October the 31st? Not quite 90 days, but that gives you an opportunity, and Mr. Green an opportunity to get reacquainted and to see if he's can continue on the right path as far as the program is concerned. And then it'll give the court an opportunity to see a little bit sooner than 90 days the progress that he has made, hopefully that he has made. All right, Mr. Patel?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, October 31st at 8:30. Best luck to you. Good to see you, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully you can get back acquainted with Mr. Green, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Could we have Mr. Mattel speak to Mr. Lazowski?
Yeah, of course. We will. I'm glad you mentioned that because we offered that. So you want to speak to him now, Mr. Lazowski?
Yes, sir.
Join the room, please. All right, who are we ready on, Mr. Berry?
Mr. Lopez, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lopez. Mr. Lopez, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor.
Del señor López. Señor López le dio oportunidad de hablar con su abogado defensor en una sala privada. Dígame, abogado, ¿qué quiere hacer su cliente?
Your Honor, Mr. Lopez would avail himself of the updated offer to enter a plea to the limited access 273, enter the plea from that to impeding traffic, the remaining matters to be dismissed.
Su señoría, mi cliente quiere aprovecharse de la oferta actualizado que se le ha presentado y él quiere presentar una declaración al cargo que le habían ofrecido de acceso limitado y ahora queda reducido a impedir el tránsito.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lopez?
Señor López, ¿es eso lo que usted quiere hacer?
Sí.
Yes.
I stipulate to the face of the ticket as an active factual basis for that responsible plea, counsel, on your client's behalf.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Y quiere, abogado, estipular a lo que dice la boleta de infracción para presentar el fundamento. Sí, su señoría. Así lo estipulo.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter.
¿Y puede usted estipular que hay causas razonables para desestimar los otros cargos, abogado?
Yes, so stipulated, Your Honor.
Sí, así lo estipulo. Estoy de acuerdo, su señoría.
Find your client responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic, $175. When can you pay it, Mr. Lopez?
Así que encuentro que su cliente es responsable al cargo modificado de que estaba bloqueando el tránsito. Dígame, señor López, ¿qué tan pronto pudiera usted pagar esta multa de 175?
15 días.
In 2 weeks.
I'm going to give you 2 weeks. Pay it by September the 25th, 2024. You pay it at any DID kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DID app to your phone, or you come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the 2 best ways I can tell you to pay it, Mr. Lopez. If it's nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Bueno, entonces le voy a permitir hasta el 25 de septiembre del 2024 para que alcance a pagar esa multa. Usted puede venir en persona a la corte a pagarlo o usted puede pasar a cualquiera de los kioscos que se llaman DID en la ciudad de Detroit, o usted puede poner esa aplicación de DID en su teléfono. Esas son las 2 mejores maneras de poder pagar. Si usted no tiene alguna otra pregunta, le deseo buen día y buena suerte.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right, there's nothing further. Have a good day, sir.
Si no hay nada que tiene que agregar, buen día, señor.
All right, Ms. Villaroo, we'll wait. If you want to come back, you may, but if not, I don't believe your other client has showed.
Okay, I'll wait a little longer, Your Honor, just to see.
Very well. All right, this is the city of Detroit, and you gotta forgive me if I mispronounce it, but I'm gonna try it. This is the city of Detroit versus Shantae O'Gwen, case number SP 107-68621, SP 118-8590, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 126-263-1, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 159-9815, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. O'Gwen.
Shantisa O'Gwen.
Shantisa, I'm sorry. Good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a show cause. Mr. Berry.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, my client would stand mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf will give your client a $0 bond. There's a lot more on here than what's on the docket, Mr. Berry. So first of all, let's start with the no proof of insurances, civil infractions. Ms. O'Gwen, you owe 288 and 336 for 2 no proof of insurance civil infractions. Those are going to prevent you, at least as it relates to the 36th District Court, from getting a valid driver's license. I will be able to allow you the time to pay that and potentially come back with a license, and that will potentially get you a much better offer. But now, at this time, I'll give Mr. Barry an opportunity to get an updated offer, present that offer to you, and keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial. Now, you do owe some other civil infractions that you're going to see, and at some point you're going to have to pay up. But at the 2 no insurance proofs are what's affecting your driver's license. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. For Mr. Barry, you want to mark down the other ones, or I don't know if you want to just go ahead straight and try to get that license.
If I could have the other charges, Your Honor.
The other charges are 1, no ops, no insurance misdemeanor, unregistered untitled, no ops, unregistered untitled, and a no ops. So I have 1, 2, 3 no ops, 2 unregistered untitled, and no insurance misdemeanor. That's 6, 8 in total, okay? And the 2 that are on the docket, which is a no insurance misdemeanor and an allowing. Keep in mind, you have an absolute right to a trial. We'll put you in a breakout room with Mr. Barry. Wait on him, and he'll get you an updated offer and come and speak with you, all right?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Pass the matter. Jay's iPhone.
Yes.
Good morning to you. You got to remove your hat, sir. What's your full name, please?
Joshua Grant.
Joshua Grant. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
That's set for trial. I don't think there's a Du Bois. Is there a Du Bois officer Du Bois here? This makes it easy. It's not like hitting that 800 million, but it's a win. Joshua Keith Grant.
Yes, sir.
City of Detroit versus Joshua Keith Grant, case number SP 1558139, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please. State your name for the record, Mr. Grant.
Joshua Grant.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial. Is there Officer Du Bois? I don't think so. Let me look in the chat. So I don't see Officer Du Bois in the breakout room. Hearing no response. On the court's own motion, I'm going to dismiss the case. No officer. All right. If there's nothing further, sir, have a very good day.
Okay.
Best of luck to you. All right. Do we have a lawyer here, Ms. Soroki?
I'm here, Judge.
Put your appearance on for Mr. Grant, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki, Mr. Grantham.
Mr. Grant. He's already mentioned his name. No officer. I just on the court's own motion, I dismissed the case. All right.
Well, we had the civil infraction, Your Honor, that you had a default. Would that be included?
It's on the civil infraction is on there. Expired plates, driver's license never acquired, and no insurance. We're all set for today at 9 o'clock.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. I didn't realize it was set for trial. My mistake.
All right. Best of luck to you, Mr. Grant. Have a good day.
Thank you, too.
All right. Who are we ready?
I'm also ready. Go ahead, Mr. Barry.
O'Gwen?
O'Gwen. Let's go back on the record with Ms. O'Gwen. Ms. O'Gwen, giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, she'd like an opportunity to pay the outstanding district court charges and seek a license in return.
That's what you want to do, Ms. O'Gwen?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna give you until October 31st, 2024 at 8:30 to do so. You know which ones you need to pay. Keep in mind, you're gonna see more on there, but those are the two pertinent ones. And if you don't have any tickets in any other jurisdictions, then you should be potentially eligible to get a driver's license, but we'll give you that opportunity to see, okay?
Yes, sir.
Any further questions, ma'am? You pay that at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse. Those are the two best ways. Once you pay those, you wait, if you pay it by either of those two means, you wait 48 to 72 hours. Now, if you pay that by online, I hear the online takes a lot of time and it will never get there probably in time for you to get to the Secretary of State. But if you pay it at the kiosk or come on down to the court, you wait 48 to 72 hours and approach the Secretary of State for a license, okay?
Okay.
And if you don't get a license from the Secretary of State, make sure you ask them for a printout. That'll give you all the courthouses that are holding your license up, all right?
Okay.
Have a great day, ma'am. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. You too.
This one here is just going to be a pre-trial, Mr. Berry. This is the city of Detroit versus Talani Melissa Jackson. Case number, wait a minute, let me make sure that that's my case. Make sure of that. No, you got a message saying there's a reason why I question it is you could be if you got it out of the 4th precinct, but if not, then that would be someone else's case. That's Larry Williams. Larry Williams. I'm sure we can arraign you on these, and he won't mind me arraigning you and sending you up to him. Pre-trial date for Larry Williams, please. We'll pass it momentarily. We'll call Larry Williams' courtroom and see if they'll give us a pre-trial date. Who are we ready on?
I'm ready on,
Lane?
yes, Mr. Lane, correct.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lane. Mr. Lane, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, the people are offering a delayed sentence on the open alcohol vehicle passenger charge. The other matters would be dismissed. My client's waiving its rights and asking the court to adopt that.
That's what you want to do, Mr. Lane?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise your right hand, please? You have it raised, Mr. Lane?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Now you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Soroki went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, sir.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record? Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record, Mr. Lane?
Say that again, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what we said we'll give you today?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to April the 19th, 2024, at around 3:26 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Brennan Pool Drive and Brennan Pool Drive. Did you have an occasion on that day to be in that area around that date and time?
Yes.
What is that? That's over there. Is that Palmer Park or River Rouge?
River Rouge.
All right. You had where did you have contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Say that again.
Did you have contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
And were you in a vehicle, sir?
Yes, sir.
Did you have alcohol in that vehicle?
Yes, sir.
What kind of alcohol did you have?
Beer.
And was it open?
Yes, sir. Well,
Was there any alcohol in the container?
no.
There it is. There it is. All right, we're gonna have a trial.
Is this Mr. Lane? You're right.
That's Mr. Lane. Yeah, that's Mr. Lane. He says he said he had alcohol. Wait a minute. He said he had alcohol, and he said it was a beer. But then when I asked him, was there any in the container? He says no. So to me, that's not having alcohol.
And I understand, Your Honor. We're willing to offer him a delayed sentence if he doesn't want to take the risk of a trial. However, I do have my officer here, and I'll consult with him, and we can see what we can do.
Well, he was going to take the delayed sentence, but he can't make up the factual basis if there was no alcohol in the container. All right. So if he says there's no alcohol, speak with your officer, and then we'll pass the matter. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Let's see. Robert Gilbert. This will clear a lot of people out of here once this. Robert Gilbert. Unmute yourself, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you. City of Detroit. Robert Gilbert. Case number SP 1047770, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1047771. SP 11652081. SP 1210337, counts 1, 2, and hold on 1 second. One, 2, and 3. SP 112454, count 2. SP 1263084, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1263082, counts 1 and counts 2, and count 3. SP 1318107, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1318108. I'm really reading from the wrong list here. I don't know if all these are on. SP 1318108 counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 132863661. SP 1355429 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1447231. SP appearance for the record, please. I'm going to check all these.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gilbert.
Robert Charles Gilbert Jr.
Good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a trial / formal hearing. Go ahead, officers. You can that are here for Robert Charles Gilbert Jr.
Do you want me to let you? We have Orovitz, but Your Honor, he's here, and we got several others. I can list them.
Yeah, Sergeant Timothy Orovitz, badge S15, Detroit Police Department.
Hey, good morning to you, Sergeant Orovitz. Let's go ahead with the next person. Plenty of them.
Yeah. Some of them, Your Honor, had other courts, and I took their number just so they could step aside. There are 32 counts on the docket.
Okay,
So
very
we were
well.
hopeful for a plea, but I'll bring him back if we got to go to trial.
All right, very well. As long as you have their numbers, I do have them checked in. Sergeant Sanchez is in the breakout room. He's here.
So is Thurman and Williams. Those are the 4 we have on him.
Sanchez, Orbis, Osmond, Williams. All right. Let's also call 237530777. I don't have those on here for some reason. All right, who's got the noise in the background? All right, so let's let me see why these other ones aren't on here. Oh, it's Robert Gilbert. It's spelled wrong here. It's not spelled wrong. It's just that Gilbert Jr. It's his last name. All right. What's going to be the offer? Why don't you do this? Since there's so many matters, why don't you consult with who's the attorney on this, Mr. Soroki?
Barry is, I think. I'll meet with him.
Why don't you meet with Barry, get Mr. Gilbert a universal offer, and then Mr. Gilbert, after Mr. Barry gets that offer, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Barry. You guys have a discussion, and then he'll be able to if he needs to speak with the city attorney again, he'll have an opportunity to do so. All right.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Barry, go into the breakout room with Mr. Hill and speak with them. See if you can work this out, Mr. Gilbert. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll see you in room 5.
It's just Robert the Junior goes on.
Your Honor, with your permission, the interpreter will leave now. And if
yes, you
should appear,
yes,
feel free to call.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
If I don't see you either.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Key, where are we on Grantham?
We're waiting for this. Oh, Grantham, I thought
that was you.
I did yes, I did Mr. Grantham, Your Honor. They gave him the offer of the of impeding traffic, dismissing the other counts.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Grantham. Mr. Grantham, the blocking traffic, 0-point offense. It will not abstract to the Secretary of State. Therefore, it won't carry any points. Do you want to take the deal? $175.
Yes, sir.
All right, 175. Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an actual factual basis for that responsible plea on behalf of your client, Counselor.
Your Honor, so stipulated.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter.
So stipulated.
All right, with those stipulations, I'm gonna find you responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic, $175, Mr. Grantham. When can you pay it?
In about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Why so long?
I'm on medical right now, so I don't have any income coming in.
All right, October 16, 2024, I'll give you 4 weeks, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone. If you come down to the courthouse, you can pay it in person. They'll go through immediately. They'll close it out. If you find yourself on October 16th, you do not have that payment paid because you haven't gotten back to work yet. You have to zoom back into the court. We'll see if we can find you some more time. All right, Mr. Grant?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, best of luck to you. Get well soon, sir. Have a very good day.
You too.
All right. All right, Mr. Jackson, let's go call it City of Detroit versus Talani Melissa Jackson, case number SB 1547811, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, calling through on behalf of Mr. Jackson.
Ms. Jackson.
Ms. Jackson, I'm sorry.
Ms. Jackson's not on the docket today. Ms. Jackson, state your name for the record, please.
Talani Jackson.
Then spell the first name for me for the court reporter, please.
Tulani.
Very good. Today we'll call it the date and time set for arraignment on the warrants, Counselor.
Waive the formal reading of the information, Your Honor. Stand mute to the charges.
Enter a not guilty plea on Ms. Jackson's behalf. Give her a $0 bond. Ms. Jackson, you're going to have a next court date, and this is in front of Judge Larry Williams on September the 25th, 2024 at 8:35. We recalled the warrants, and they'll be expecting you over there on that date. Okay, ma'am?
Okay.
All right. The Zoom ID is 360-332-0000. If it's nothing further, you can get that off the website. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Malcolm, Miss Leslie.
Your Honor. Yeah, so if we could just enter that as a warrant, because I contacted her and I'm not getting anything back.
Very well. Have a very good day, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. We're waiting on Lane, and we're waiting on Gilbert.
Right, I'm waiting for the city to talk to the officer, so on Lane.
All right.
Let me go.
Is all on one now? Okay.
Make sure it's right.
Yes.
Your Honor, I'll be right back. I've got to run to another court.
Okay.
I need the city back.
They had to run to another courtroom.
Oh, we're getting a little difficult.
Officer Harwood never showed, correct? I don't have him listed, so. Who are we ready on?
Mr. Gilbert, Your Honor.
Right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gilbert. Mr. Gilbert, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's offer, and it is as follows. As to the disregarding a red signal ending in 6031, I'm sorry, that's 30771. He's entering a plea to impeding with regard to,
Wait a
yes,
minute,
sir.
30771.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't see a 771. We're talking about Robert Gilbert?
Yes, Your Honor. 237530771.
Oh, that's this one. Okay, very well. That's, what is that, impeding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then there is the no registration charge at 3371, and it's reduced to improper plates.
Okay.
And then there is the defective brakes charge, Your Honor. That's 1243. I believe. I could be, I'm wrong there. It's 2542. No, it isn't. It's 3373, Your Honor. Sorry.
Okay. What is that?
That is as charged, defective brakes.
All right. And what else?
We have improper plates. No. We have driving on a revoked license. That's 81083.
That's no officer.
Oh, Mr. Thurman?
I don't see an Officer Thurman. I don't have Officer Thurman written on my docket sheet.
So be it. We'll move to
Yeah.
dismiss, Your Honor. Okay.
Okay.
And then
what else?
we have Sanchez,
He's here.
No plates and no insurance proof. They have been reduced to defective equipment.
And what else?
That completes the offer, Your Honor, and my client would avail himself.
I'm sure he would. I don't know if it's going to get much better than that. You want to take the deal, Mr. Gilbert?
Yes.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this misdemeanor offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advisor rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, you did.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me draw your attention way back to June this 11th, 2021, at around 9:22 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Algonquin and Kirchhoff. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
And were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Was there something wrong with the plates on that vehicle? Was it, did the officer ask you to produce valid registration?
Yes.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No, sir.
Why is that?
Because I just bought the vehicle.
Very well. Find your client guilty of the amended count of improper plates. $240 will be the fine. It will not abstract to the Secretary of State, therefore it won't carry any points. For the other matters, all I see are civil infractions. You stipulate to the face of the tickets as an act of factual basis on behalf of your client for those civil infractions. Responsible, please, Mr. Berry.
So,
with that stipulation, I'm going to find him responsible for the amended count of defective equipment for the defective brake light ticket ending in 3373. I'm going to find him, that's $120. So we got 240, 120. I'm going to find him responsible for the defective equipment for the no plates charge 6371 ending in, that's 120. I'm going to find him responsible for the defective equipment ending in 63, the amended count of defective equipment in 6372 for the no insurance, that's a 120. And I'm going to, the amended count of disregard the red signal of 0771, I'm going to find him responsible for that amended count of blocking traffic 175. I'm going to waive the warrant fees. You're going to pay any and all reinstatement fees. You're plus going to have old tickets that we didn't address. You're going to owe for those as well. 175, 120, 120, 120, and 240 is what the court is concerned with now. When can you pay it, Mr. Gilbert?
At least like 30 days if I can.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 30 days to either pay it or come on down to the courthouse and get into a payment plan, allow payment plan. I want you back on October 16, 2024 at 8:25 and either have it paid, pay it at any DivDac kiosk in the city of Detroit, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person, or get into that payment plan. Let me give you a suggestion. The no insurance civils and the no insurance proofs, you'll see 258, 288, maybe 336. Those should be paid. You should pay those. I see one no insurance civil for 258, two no insurance civils for 258, and I see one no insurance for proof, one no insurance proof, 288. Those are the ones that are holding your license up. You pay those and you can potentially set yourself up to get a valid license, but you're gonna owe a lot of other tickets as well. All right, so all I'm concerned about is the ones you pledged to today: 240, 120, 120, 120, and 175. Okay, Mr. Gilbert?
Yes, sir.
Have a very good day, sir. Best of luck to you. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lazowski. Mr. Lazowski, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel, and I've given you an opportunity to speak with the other counsel, Mr. Patel. Let's see where we're at. I'll let you start, Mr. Patel.
Your Honor, Jayesh Patel, P number 65385. I did get a chance to speak with Mr. Lazowski. He is interested in participating in Street Outreach Court Detroit. He would qualify based on the recency of his homelessness, and so he's created. We have already talked and discussed the initial action plan for him and the remaining pieces for him. So we'd ask that the court adjourn his pretrial or set it for a second pretrial 5 months from now.
All right, Mr. Lazowski, it's changed now. Tell me what's changed.
I got my own my first place. I got my driver's license. I've held my current job this whole year, and I got just I'm not on the streets no more, Your Honor.
But you still want to participate in outreach?
Yeah.
And this is not particularly for housing. This is for the other wraparound services that you have, right, Mr. Patel?
Yes, we want to make sure that kind of like what's kind of the progress he's made is sticks, and so that's kind of the interest here.
Hey, you know something? I appreciate that, and really, Mr. Lazowski, I want to thank you, or not necessarily thank you. I want to congratulate you on turning this around, and because I can only imagine how difficult those times were that you were having a year ago or so. You know, as I told you, you know, I look at these EWAP tickets in a little bit different light. I do understand the city's position. They don't want to move on these tickets because there's a lot of people that just go and they're going to these buildings and vandalizing them and pillaging them and taking whatever they can, copper and all that kind of stuff. And that's a big problem. But we also have a more equally pervasive problem. I think it's even greater problem than somebody pillaging an abandoned structure, then somebody is dealing with some homelessness. And I told you, that's where I would go if I found myself in that particular position. I don't think that anybody else could say much of anything different, because if you don't have anywhere to go, you got to get some kind of shelter. But you and thank for Mr. Patel and his organization that they do have those wraparound services. This is the first time I've had someone that isn't dealing with homelessness that is taking advantage of those other wraparound services. So I'm happy to adjourn this matter. The city, I don't know if the city is here in that, and if they aren't, we'll just do it anyway. I'm going to adjourn this matter. Can I get a 5-month date, Ms. Mathis, please? Is officer the officer left as well? Okay. So I gotta congratulate you, sir. It's a big deal, a huge deal to come up out of that situation, and now going well. Let's get a good address for you.
127 REA Street.
127 REA.
Yep. Waterford, Michigan.
Zip code?
48. Just a moment.
Go ahead.
48328.
48328. 5-month date retrial is going to be February 13th, 2025 at 8:30. All right, we're going to change the address, so we're going to update your address. And thank you, Mr. Patel, for always zooming in on the spot or sending a representative. I have 127 REA Street. I don't know if I'm getting that. Is that Hillsdale, Michigan?
Waterford, Michigan.
I'm not getting an REA. Is that R as in Robert, E as in Eric, A as in Apple?
Yeah, it's a 127 REA Street. It's my trailer number on Ray Street.
Okay, very well. All right. I see it now. Okay, very well. All right. So you guys, you got the court date. Best of luck to you, Mr. Lazowski. You're in very good hands. The court believes you're in very good hands. And did you need anything else?
Can I just get the date for the next trial?
February 13th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. pre-trial.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. February 13th. Who do we have left? Mr. Lane is left. Ms. Soroki, you're waiting on the city?
I am, Your Honor. I text him and I haven't heard back. The man who didn't have any alcohol in the beer.
Yep. Yep. All right, Corporal Bennett, good morning to you.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
All right, you're free to leave. Your defendant never appeared.
Okay, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You be safe out there, all right? I'll see you soon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Only person that didn't show was Ronell Green and Pedro Perez. And we're waiting for the rule on the city to speak with Ms. Soroki. We'll get you out, Mr. Lane. I'm so tired of sitting out there. I've never been that tired.
Oh my God. I'm gonna say that.
I believe we're ready, Your Honor.
All right, we ready, Mr. Roki?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe
All
we
right,
are.
let's go back on the record with Mr. Lane. Mr. Lane, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's gonna be, is there any update on this?
Yes, Your Honor, we have a modified offer. My client, the no insurance is being reduced to improper plate. The other counts are being dismissed. My client's waiving his rights.
Okay, Mr. Lane, you wanna take the deal?
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be an updated offer so that there's no points, no abstraction, and I'll dismiss upon payment. I've already sworn you in. Oh, I'm sorry. We need to, all right. Hold on, we need to do all that over again. I get a little ahead of myself. I was so excited. You're the last person this morning. I was like, okay. All right, let's go back on the record, right? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Andre Lee Lane. Mr. Lane, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, at this time, he wants to avail himself of the recommendation of the people. He would plead to an amended count of improper plate. The other counts are being dismissed.
Very well. You want to take the deal, right, Mr. Lane?
Yes, sir.
All right, I've already sworn you in, sir. So let me draw your attention back to March the 31st, 2022 at around 3:43 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Burt Road and Finkel. You have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department.
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce valid insurance?
Yes.
You could not do so, could you?
No.
Why is that?
Because I just had my permit. I ain't had no insurance.
Very well. I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of improper plate. I'm gonna fine you $240. I told you I'd dismiss upon payment, and with stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other matter.
So stipulated.
Okay.
All right. With that, sir, $240, when can you pay?
Next month on the 1st.
Come back on October 16th, 2024 at 8:25. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone. And those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. You haven't paid, the case will be dismissed. So I'll see you back on the 16th. Make sure it's paid by then, all right?
It's how much again?
$240.
Okay.
All right. Have a great day, sir.
You too. Thank you.